Hello and welcome back to our LOWBORN series, and this is where we play a peasant and we try to become as high ranking as possible in the world of Calradia. And well, there have been some developments. As you can see right here, we have a handful of vassals that have been promoted and indeed demoted by a couple of people here. As you can see, look at this is actually hilarious. Chieftain Melodia was officially promoted and granted the title of High Chieftain by High King Caladog, and then Chief Prindor was officially demoted to the title of Warden by High Chieftain Melodia. That is hilarious. So, literally, Melodia just got a promotion, and then he decided to demote someone. I think that's very funny. Anyway, we're here at Dunglennis. Yes, I'm here at Dunglennis because I actually wanted to see if I could recruit from a place that I accepted the mercenary contract from, because I accepted it from Mr. Urgion over there. And no, unfortunately, I'm not able to. I have also attempted to... yeah, we made peace with these guys now, by the way. Yeah, but I have also attempted to recruit from foreign lands, so for example other factions that are not Britannia, and that is apparently not working either. So I'm assuming that we will need to get to clan tier 2, and so we're going to have to do some other things to be able to get there, and it's actually not going to be that difficult. It's not going to be that bad at all, because as you can see, we only need 150. It's actually pretty easy to get to clan tier 2, but we just need to take a little bit of a different tact. We could also recruit mercenaries. We could get some sword sisters if we want to do that. We could also get some wanderers, as you could see. Look at this. We've got some pretty cool wanderers here. We have someone that could potentially be a medic. I'm not a big fan of taking medics, to be honest. If I'm honest, I don't really like that too much. However, we could recruit some sword sisters if we want to. The thing is, I don't really want to do that right now, mainly because I really, ideally would like to save up enough money so that we could either purchase a workshop. Obviously, that's going to be extremely expensive. I think we're probably going to be unable to do that. Let me actually just have a look-see here. I'm going to speak to this guy and see how much a brewery actually is. Yeah, it's around 21,000. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. Now, if we can make 21,000, I feel like, I don't know, it feels maybe better for us to recruit a companion and then create a caravan. I think that would probably make more sense than anything else. Anyway, we have the Patronage child here. The owner of the town has no interest in pit fights. He has the merciful trait. So I will go to Maranath instead, and we will do it over there. Yes, we will do it over there. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to make a brief stop over here because I want to just show you that, you know, it is indeed correct that I can't recruit from here, as you can see. So it says here, your family rights. Clan tier 1, required tier 2. In other words, yes, you're going to need tier 2 for this. You're not noble. Yeah, of course. And your loyalty is to Britannia. The rights are for the Western Empire. Yeah, of course. And your relation and influence with the notable is not sufficient, or a valid mercenary contract with the Lord of these lands. I am assuming we will need every single one of these. Is that true? I don't know. But I guess we'll see. Ah, look at this. This is fantastic. Look at this. Oh, that is very nice. Look at that. We can just gain 20 renown here. As you leave the village, a merchant who clearly wants your approval shouts out, Emperor Garios has slain his thousands, but Barney his tens of thousands. Actually, that is not particularly true, to be honest, but yes. We will acknowledge him by howling like an animal and swirling our weapon about, as mad behavior makes for good stories. We will do that because that's going to gain me 20 renown, as you can see right there. We are going to lose our calculating trait, but I'm not entirely sure what that really does anyway. So the thing is, this is still technically a Britannian village, so why don't I go... I've got to be a little bit careful here. Don't really want to get myself killed there by some forest bandits. And let's see if we can recruit. No, as you can see, we still cannot recruit from here either. So, despite the fact, someone actually did mention in the comments that maybe it would be possible for us to recruit from foreign territory. That is apparently not the case either. Oh, hello. Okay, I think what we're going to do... The question is, what are we going to do? I was actually thinking of going for maybe some polearm skill. Yes, maybe some polearm skill. let's go and fight these guys. Now, this is going to be a little bit difficult because obviously this is 8 versus 1. This is an 8 versus 1 situation here. Not entirely sure if we're going to be able to achieve victory, but I am going to try my best. For some reason, is it just me or is the camera different? I feel like the camera is different. Is that just me? I don't know. It's kind of strange. Anyway, nice 30 damage. Look at that. We got 9 skill points in polearm almost immediately, which is super, super good. And maybe, just maybe, I will be victorious against these looters. It is going to be a little bit difficult, obviously, because they are going to inflict quite some damage to me, but oh dear. I really need to be more accurate than that, and I really need to not run into trees. Are you what is going on? The camera is weird. Is it just me? I don't know. I feel like the camera is weird. I don't know. Is it the new version of Bannerlord? Because I haven't played the new versions. Well, no, actually I have. Never mind. Scratch that. In the old realms, I was playing 1.3.15, which is one version below this. So it must be a mod that I've installed that does something to the camera. I'm not sure what it is. Let's just continue to deal damage. I don't obviously have any ranged abilities, so I will have to be as... there we go. Okay, nice. Good damage, good damage. I will have to be as careful as possible in this regard. Oh, I really needed to skewer that guy. There we go. Nice little bit of damage there. I don't have that much. I don't have anything in riding skill as far as I'm aware. Do I? I think I have maybe 1 focus point or something. Nice. He's dead. And that guy's dead too. Okay, whew. Now we don't have to worry so much. Now I can be a little bit chill about things because we don't have to worry about them killing me with their ranged attacks. That's kind of the point. Nice. There we go. That's what we need. We need a little bit more of that, and a little bit more of that. We need a little bit less of them blocking as well. Thank you very much. Because this could be very dangerous. Now, the cool thing is that we have a mod that enables us to actually loot accurate amounts of items from the battlefield. So, for example, these guys, right? If they're wearing, you know, I don't know, a lordly crown of destruction, which is obviously, you know, just me exaggerating there. But let's just say that they're wearing something like that. We would then have the ability to loot that, potentially. There is a, you know, potential chance for us to get something as amazing as that. That would be very, very cool. But of course, you know, it is a random chance most of the time. But I'm just, you know, trying to illustrate that that is a very, very cool feature of the mod. And we're getting some nice kills there. There we go. And now we can start. Yeah, there it is. There's the victory. And we actually got ourselves, look at that, massive amounts of experience gain as well. And we only got 1.4 renown, which is not obviously that good. However, look at the charm skill. Look at the charm skill. Our relations have improved with notables. That's exactly the reason why this is a relatively important thing to do, and the reason why I probably should go immediately. Yeah, we're just gonna. Should I automatically upgrade, or should I? Yeah, okay, fine. Let's do that. I'm just gonna take everything that I can here, and basically what happens is every single time we leave, you can see here that it actually upgraded our equipment already. So as you can see, I'm now wearing this legendary wrapped headcloth. I'm now wearing a, I think the rugged gambesson. Was I wearing that before? I actually have no idea, but we did put on some boots, as you could see. I'm not sure if we were wearing those before either, but yes, whatever the case, as you see, we do have this auto-equip thing that basically just allows us to equip the best possible items, which is very much going to help us out. And you can see here that we're also gaining a significant amount of cash from the various pieces that we have here. Now, what I'm going to do is, apart from participating, by the way, we are now getting money from being a pit fighter, hilariously enough. I have no idea why that wasn't happening in the previous episode, because we should have been gaining money all along. But I assumed that I needed to restart the game or something like that after I had started a new campaign. I can only assume that to be the case. Maybe. I don't know. But yes, anyway, massive amounts of experience and so on and so forth here. And I'm thinking we'll probably go for plus 30% influence gain, despite the fact that I do think that +1 renown and +1 influence for each issue resolved, if you're going to be doing a whole bunch of tasks, is a very, very nice bonus. But because we're most likely going to be a mercenary for a little bit of time, I'd like to try to generate much more influence. And of course, apart from the fact that influence is much more important in this particular mod list, because we're going to need a load of influence to be able to create our own troops with the retinues mod. I'm so extremely excited about doing that, actually. But obviously, I need to make sure that we have a good economic basis before we're able to do it. So we'll just see if we can maybe make that happen. Otherwise, we're just going to increase our maneuvering skill, veterinary, I suppose, and then we'll go with 2% damage while mounted. 2% damage while mounted. Wow, break the bank, why don't you? Yes, and we'll also go for braced, I suppose, because there we go. It literally ignores dismount resistance on attacks against cavalry. Sounds pretty good, so we'll do that. There we have it. Alright, so, yeah, can't recruit anyone yet, obviously, but we did increase... Oh, our relation with these guys has increased dramatically, as you can see right there, because we fought some bandits. We fought some bandits nearby. And the relation of influence with the notable is not sufficient. Really? I'm actually surprised. I've got 30 with this guy. Alright, well, whatever the case, I am going to wait for a little bit of time. Because despite that... Oh, look! We have a marriage offer. Oh, yes. And that's indeed another mod that I installed. It is the ability for the player character to receive marriage offers from NPCs. And this doesn't usually happen, of course, in the base game. And this is also very exciting. So let's actually see what happens here. What do we have? Okay, so, wow, this is actually incredible. We could potentially get a... Wow, she's actually a really good scout. She's actually insanely good scout. Shall we get her? Shall we get her? It feels to me like this is a no-brainer. Is that just me? Is this a no-brainer? I think it probably is, right? We can start having children almost immediately. Obviously, I mean, is that really what we're looking for? Yeah, I guess it is actually. Yes. Okay, I guess it is. Okay, sure. Let's do it. She's an empire vassal. Hopefully that's not going to cause any issues, but hopefully I don't think it will. She's got amazing throwing skill and great polearm skill. She has absolutely nothing in riding skill, however, and nothing in athletics. That's kind of weird. All right. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. There you go. We gained a significant amount of charm skill as well, by the way, just from us being able to do that. And there we go. We married Fianna Gordiana. All right. Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. Okay. I like it. I like it. This is fun. All right. So we'll do this. We also increased our relation with someone from the Empire. And yeah, she's now our wife. That is absolutely wonderful. Let's go and yeah, we're going to be getting forgivable grievances. I've actually found that I used to... Okay, here's the thing. I used to take meaningful favors every single time because I wanted a you know, increased chance to get double persuasion success. But forgivable grievances has this wonderful passive which has a 5% daily chance to increase relations with a random lord or notable with negative relations with you when you are in a settlement. So if you have some place that absolutely hates your guts, then this can actually make a small difference in that regard. So I'm going to be taking that. Thank you very much. Let's go into the trade screen real fast as well. What I would like to do is I could potentially sell that. Let me actually just... I have to check something real quick before we do any kind of selling, because there is something we need to check. And you may be thinking, okay, what do you have to check? What do you have to check? Well, it's actually, I want to go into the smithy here and see if I can actually smelt. No, okay, of course. I was actually thinking maybe I could smelt some armor, you know, some armor. But obviously, no, that's not going to happen. But yes, I just want to show you a little bit of bannercraft here, because as you can see, there is a literal crown. If we wanted to make this crown, we could easily do that. I'm not going to proclaim myself king just yet, but as you can see, you can filter by tier as well by tier of helmet, and you can literally make pretty much anything you want. You can literally make anything you want. It's absolutely insane the amount of choices that are available here. You can, for example, make this. Probably one of the best helmets in the game as far as I can tell. It's got 53 armor. I believe there is a helmet with 54 armor. And you could probably make something that has more, but I'm not entirely sure where that would be. I'd have to go and look through everything. But yeah, you can see exactly what we would need to be able to create something like this. It isn't cheap, and the difficulty is insane, as you can quite clearly tell. If you want to make something extremely high tier, you will need to put in the work to get your smithing skill leveled up. However, that's actually not too bad. You know why? Because, oh yeah, because we also have a number of other things we can do here. Like, for example, look at this. I have this other thing here, which is basically just allowing us to sort our crafting pieces by specific stats. So, for example, let's say that I want to sort my crafting pieces by swing damage. Then I can do that. Boom. And then it tells me how much swing damage each of these does at a glance. I don't have to worry about it. You know, I can just be like, oh yeah, that one does 50, this one does, 78 billion. That's great. That's exactly what we want. But yeah, anyway, what I ideally want to do is I want to smelt all this stuff. Actually, I would like to smelt all of it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get out of here. I'd like to find, I think, Dunglanis, or wait a minute, let me actually just have a look at. Yes, Dunglanis is the place that I want to go to. So Dunglanis, I want to purchase some hardwood. I'd also like to get my medicine skill to 25 as soon as possible. But let's see if we can get some hardwood real cheap. Oh, wow. Okay, apparently we're not getting any hardwood cheap at all. That is actually kind of sad. I guess, you know what? I'm going to go over to the village. And wait a minute, there was something that actually happened here. What actually happened? Fianna Gordiana will be demoted from the title Fianna on spring 2nd. Okay, yeah, so she's going to lose her title. Of course she is, because she married me. So, yes. But we will be recalling her to our party here. She's actually got armor. Do we want to steal her armor? Is this a bit too much of a... is that a little bit too... Yeah, I think that might be a little bit too scammy, right? A little bit too scammy for our liking. Maybe we want to be a little bit careful with that. Anyway, I'm just going to get a whole bunch. I don't want to spend too much. But yeah, we're just going to get a little bit here because I don't want to move around way too slowly. And as you can see, he was now demoted again. Maladir was demoted. He's abusing his power way too much. That's exactly what was happening right there. Anyway, there we go. Okay, so we're now going to go into the smithy. Now we can see what we can do. So we're going to refine this first of all. So as you can see, we obviously can refine 5 of these at once. Look at that. Massive amounts of smithing skill. 15 skill points actually instantly. Efficient charcoal maker will do that. And yeah, I need to actually spec more into smithing as well. That's going to be very important for us. Let's just do another little bit more. And then we can... Wow, look at that. 40... Really? Already 40? That's pretty crazy. Okay, so let's do a little bit more here. Yeah, the smelting is going to be taking quite some time, as you can see. Maybe I can... shall I craft something? I could actually craft something already. What about polearms? I wouldn't mind... you know what? Yeah, okay, fine. What we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit lordly here. A little bit kingly, shall we say? A little bit kingly. We're going to be creating a really nice one-handed and an amazing polearm as well. And obviously we're going to use a shield. And it's been a while since I've actually done that. Using a one-handed and a shield, that is. I don't really do that much. Let me actually just see here. Okay, so yeah, this is obviously fine. Let me just see. Tournament flat blade. I'd kind of not... I don't really want to use hardwood for this, but apparently we're going to have to do that. So let me just forge something. There we go. We're going to forge some stuff. As you can see, we are actually getting... wow, we made a balanced weapon. Oh, interesting. Look at that. We already made a balanced weapon? That's crazy. Is that actually much better than what I'm using? I don't think so, right? Swing damage is 54. Well, I have no idea. I'm still going to smelt it. I'm literally just still going to smelt this. And let's have a look. What else can I do here? Okay, now it's not taking wood. Now it's not taking wood for some reason. It's probably because it's, yes, it's swapping around this. Okay, yes, I see that. Okay, what about this? Yeah, so you can see here that we can actually swap around the pommels and things like that as well. So if we want to, we could... there isn't much more that I can do here to reduce the cost. So we will just have to make one of them, unfortunately, yeah. This is going to be way too much of a fiddly process. So we're not going to do anything more there at the moment. And instead, we will be doing our patronage trial. Yes, we will be doing that. And, of course, we do have our looters as well. We could potentially get these looters and actually have them join us. But the question is that a good idea? You know what? Actually, let's do it. Let's recruit these guys. These absolute idiots. There you go. Look at that. We actually get some roguery skill for that too. Obviously, I'm maxed out in terms of roguery now because I don't have any focus points in it, of course. All right, so the patronage trial. Do you want to become the favorite of High King Caladog? Yes. Okay, we'll do it. I mean, I would like to use I'd like to use weapons, but no. We're gonna stick to our guns here. If I fail and absolutely suck here, then that's just how it is. So you pretend to be a champion, prove your skills, and you will be rewarded accordingly, he says. Okay. Hello. I'm ready. I'm ready, sir. Let's do this. Ooh, now that was nice. That was nice. Okay. Yeah, I as you can see, I've actually gotten a whole lot better at the fist fighting. Yeah. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Obviously, it's all the time that I've been doing it, you know? It's literally practice makes perfect kind of deal. I could die here, though. This guy still actually frightens me a bit, so... Nice. And there you go. That is it. Look at us. Look at us. Oh, yes. We actually did it. Maximum fame reached. I have no idea what that means, but... let's see. What does it do? What does it mean? My career. Okay. So I've reached that. Okay. I don't know. Ah, there it is. Oh, this is it. You are the favorite of High King Caladog. Base donation per victory is 571, without bonus and penalty. Win fights under the given conditions and receive donations from your patron. Lose your champion title, and you will lose your patron. Okay, so 10% donations. Win 4 in a row type fights. Win 4 in a row type fights. 20 plus 25%. And refute patronage, minus 10 relation. Current relation is 2. Right. Okay. Win 4 in a row type fights. Daring. Devious. Okay, so traits basically make a huge difference to the NPCs and your interactions with them right now. So that is very, very cool. Let's actually see. Okay, so Sundown is the next pit fight. So let me just... There we go. Our wife has now joined us. That's fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will be heading on in. Now he's going to give me base donation per victory is 381. Okay. Okay, so it went down for some reason. I don't know why it went down, but yeah, there you go. Okay, so... Okay, interesting. So if I go in... Yeah, here, yes. As you can see, so if I win this, if I win the 4 in a row, I will literally get a bonus of 654. That is pretty crazy. Let's try it. This is not my favorite round. I personally prefer doing the group fights. I think the group fights are more interesting because, you know, you have a lot more, well, a lot more tactical options, shall we say, to do. But yeah, as you can see right here, obviously I'm pretty good at the fist fighting now, not too bad. It's mostly because these guys have no idea what they are doing. most of the time. Well, to be fair, that's probably just because I've leveled up my athletic skill. My athletic skill is now absolutely insane. So I am a lot faster, I guess. A lot faster. Nice little uppercut right there. Nice little uppercut. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, 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 no. I don't want to get knocked. I don't want to get knocked down. That's usually the beginning of the end. Nice. There we go. Maximum fame reached once again. Let's try and deal with this guy. And there he is. That's it. Game over. Thank you very much. And there it is. Look at that. A massive 654. Well, we almost have 100 renown as well. Just purely... Oh, we do have 100 renown. Hilarious. Okay, yeah, so there you go. We can now instantly do that. Okay, yeah, so that's basically it. That's basically it for the pit fighting. We've maxed ourselves out dramatically. And you could see here just how much we were able to get. So we are now getting 274 every single day. Every single day, actually. It's a significant benefit. And let's see, plus 20% relationship gain with the same gender. I guess that's what we're going to do, because we generally want to... Well, there are generally more male vassals than there are female vassals, I assume. So, well, let's just do that. That sounds much better for me. And we're going to continue increasing our smithing skill, of course. And, well, I would like to purchase some more hardwood, but things are quite expensive. Yes, things are quite expensive. So we'll see what we can do with that. Still can't recruit anyone, but that's okay. We don't have to worry about that too much. Yes, the hardwood is very cheap here. Okay, that's wonderful. So technically what I could do is I could sell this stuff here if we wanted to, but you know what? No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna just chill with that a little bit. I'm moving extremely slowly right now. This is a bit of a problem, because if these guys want to attack... Yes, they do. Of course they do. Okay, who do we have here? Hillman, Brigand. Okay, well, Fianna is not very good at what she does, as far as I'm aware, but I hope she comes... Yes, she does come with a horse. This is pretty fantastic. She's using a scythe. Okay. That's rather interesting, but yes, as you could see right here, she does have some absolutely amazing armor, but I won't be taking it. I don't think I'll take it, because all intents and purposes, I think, for me, I don't really want to take the shortcut, okay? I don't really want to take the shortcut, despite the fact that it would be extremely easy for us to do that. We would have a full set of armor very, very quickly right there. But obviously we were only able to do that because we have a marriage mod that enables, you know, the NPCs to approach us and to actually marry us. I personally think that that is a fantastic feature, but I'm going to choose to balance it out a little bit by not stealing her stuff. Because obviously you could, if you wanted to, you know, by all means, go for it. You know, if you are playing with the mod like that, then you can, and you can definitely take your spouse's gear if you want to. Okay, I have to be a little bit careful here. Oh, bad damage, bad damage. Okay, I've got to be careful. Whoa, that was close. Almost got myself killed. Okay, wow, she's actually insane. I think I'm gonna have to tell her to charge, to be honest. Oh, I'm gonna suck here. I have a bad feeling. I have a very, very bad feeling. Whoa, what is going on? Okay, hello. Alright, this is bad. Oh, yeah, this is bad. I need to disable this camera somehow. I'm actually not entirely sure what this camera is, but I need to turn it off because it's throwing me off so hard. Oh dearie me. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna try and see. Oh, you know what? Should I try to run? Should I try to run from here? Do I want to try to run from here? This is I could. Okay. You know what? I'm going to try to run from here. This is too harsh for us. We're going to try to talk to them. Maybe we can work something out. Okay, let's have a look. 600. Okay, fine. I'm going to do that. We were going to lose this, by the way. We were definitely going to lose this. So I'm kind of choosing the less harsh path, right? because otherwise, otherwise things would have been bad. We would have embarrassed ourselves in front of our new wife. That would have been absolutely terrible. So yes, okay. At least we're back here. Let me just sell some stuff. Sell all of this. There we go. 774. 870. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. And let's see. Okay, yeah, there is hardwood here, but we don't really need that anymore. I really would have loved to have achieved victory there, but it's too close. You know, it's too close. I'm just way too low level to actually make that work as well. So let's actually just refine some stuff here. As you can see, we're now, yeah, we're leveling up our smithing very, very quickly here as well. Super nice. Okay, so the question is, do I want to get Steelmaker or do I want to get Curious Smelter? Well, generally, Curious Smelter is probably the way to go, at least initially, so I'll probably do that. Let's take a look at Fianna. She's also leveled up quite a great deal with her throwing skill. She actually murdered with those things. I need to get her some better javelins, to be honest. She would be insanely powerful with these. Let's see what else we can do. Yes, yeah, last hit. We're going to definitely do that. I do need to get her some more points in riding skill. And yeah, she's got great stats. It's just unfortunate that she's got cunning stats rather than other things. Like it would be, well, actually, you know what? Actually, just forget what I just said. Just forget what I just said, because actually, this is exactly what we needed. We needed a scout. And you may be thinking, okay, you need to assign her to the scout. Yes, we do. Boom, there you go. That's exactly what we're going to do. And there we have it. She's now going to be our scout. We are going to have a great time. Let's go back into the smithy and do a little bit more here. There we go. Okay, I don't have anything to smelt, which makes me very sad. But I guess we're just going to do this. Is there... Actually, you know what? Should I do some of this? Should I do some of that? Maybe? Kind of. I mean, does it actually do much? I guess it kind of does. It does kind of get us a little bit of smithing skill, but this isn't really going to do much for us otherwise, as you can see. Why can I not create this? Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure why I didn't... Why was that locked now all of a sudden? I have no idea. Okay, so let's actually just create a whole bunch of these. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's still a little bit fiddly for my liking, so we're not going to stick around here that much more, but we did almost get to 75, which I suppose is decent-ish, right? You know, it's not bad. And let's have a look here. Okay, yeah, so purchase stolen goods. I don't really want to do that. I might want to open a bank account. What do you think? Shall we open a bank account? We could do that. It's going to give us an interest accrual rate of 460. Let's open the bank account. As you can see, your balance is 0 with an interest accrual rate of 460 every 7 days. We can deposit some stuff in there as well. So for example, let's say that I wanted to deposit 2,000. Boom, there you go. So your balance is this, and so on and so forth. You can close the account. Your remaining balance will be returned to your person. You will no longer have an account with this bank. So you can do that, of course. And you can see here that we have we have an account with the Bank of Maranath. Yes, indeed. And yes, I will be waiting here for some time. We will be getting... What? Look! Did you see that? Wait! Look at that! She just leveled 63 skill points in scouting because she is now our scout. That is hilarious. Because she is now our scout, she gained so much from that. Okay, that is amazing. Let's go with Tracker. That's going to be so useful. We could get... yeah, none of this is actually going to help us that much. +5 battle morale against bandit parties. +10% sight range. No, we'll go with patrols, I suppose. I think Beast Whisperer is probably the way to go here because 5% chance to find a mount when traveling through steppes and plains. That is definitely going to be very useful. Although Foragers is actually very nice, but it isn't actually going to be that useful to us because you need to be the party leader to get that -15% disorganized state duration. So Beast Whisperer is the way at this point. And we also are now being given preventive medicine, which I absolutely love. So yeah, that's great. Wonderful. So we're just going to wait here for a little bit of time, and then I will be moving on and attempting to find that camera setting, actually. So I've actually just realized that I'm able to sell my charcoal here for a very significant profit. So yeah, that's obviously because, as you can see here, they barely have any hardwood whatsoever. So it's going to be very, very simple for us to make some relatively quick cash. Unfortunately, I just don't have that much. Well, my carry capacity is pretty awful, so we're going to have to get rid of a little bit of this here. Kind of unfortunate, really, that I have to do this, to be honest, but yeah, we need to make sure that we're going to be moving around relatively decently. Now, what I'm going to do is we're actually going to be going to a variety of different places, and we're just going to try and see if I can maybe do some trading. I know trading isn't everyone's, you know, cup of tea, as it were, but it is going to be very, very lucrative for us in the end. And I'm not even going to be doing a huge amount of it. All I really want to do with trading is get to 125. That's it. I just want to get to 125. Once we get to 125, things are going to be, oh yeah, things are going to be crazy, crazy good. They're going to be super nice. So yeah, otherwise, let's actually just make my way over here. I could go into those looters, but no, let's not do that right now. Let's go and just deal with Dunglanis, because as far as I'm aware, they are seemingly, yep, look at this. They are buying salt for an insane amount of cash. Let's actually see. Yeah, I should probably sell all of this here. Look at that, 2,300. I didn't even spend that much. How much did I spend? Like 400 or something like that. I don't even know. Let's actually see if there are any other things here that are absolutely insanely good. I mean, grain is always amazing. I mean, if you literally buy grain, I actually have another mod. Yes, I know. That's going to be a common thing that I'm going to say in this series. Forevermore, isn't it? It's just going to be like, oh yes, I have another mod. It does that too, yes. But yeah, anyway, the point is, I have another mod that actually allows you to donate grain. Yes, you can donate grain for relation increases, for all kinds of really, really cool things. Unfortunately, I'm not able to go into the Lord's Hall at the moment, as far as I can tell, so won't be able to do anything with that just yet, but there you go. There it is. 28 skill points in trade. Very nice. Thank you. And let's go with, we could go for the minus 15% price penalty when selling trade goods. I think we're probably going to be taking that because selling equipment isn't really going to happen to me right now. Because selling equipment is going to be a little bit less likely. We could go and fight these. Shall we fight these looters? I kind of want to fight these looters with our wife. Wouldn't that be so fun? I think that would be super, super fun if we could actually manage to achieve victory here. This would be pretty crazy. I bought 2 horses, by the way, just purely because... Wait a minute. Can I ride this? Can. Yes. I actually accidentally bought an upgraded horse for myself. That's great. All right. That's wonderful. Okay, so... yeah. There's 11 of them. I think we should be fine, right? We should be fine. Cross fingers, right? We should be fine. I mean, she is obviously insane. So all I'm going to do with her is I'm just going to literally tell her to charge in. She's got insanely good gear. So there is very little to assume that she is going to suffer any kind of damage from these guys. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. I will try to get as much experience as possible because I will want to try and level up. She is also probably... I mean, I would love it if she would use her polearm a little bit. But obviously she's just going to use her thrown weapon. That's okay. You know, if she uses her thrown weapons, that's alright. But yeah, I would love it if she would use her polearm somewhat because I do need her to be somewhat good with melee. There we go. She is actually coming in now. She got 61 points! In polearm, I don't... Okay, look. I do not have anything changed from my default settings. I literally have not changed anything in the default settings of the mod. Or should we say mods? And, yeah, I'm not entirely sure why she's gaining... why she was gaining so much, but... It's fine. I mean, she needs it, right? She needs it. And her riding skill is taking an age to level up, so I guess that makes sense. I guess that's fine. But yeah, her polearm skill is incredible now. Hopefully she will start doing some massive damage. Yeah, look, there we go. Yes, so as you can see, now she's gaining 1 skill point. So it's not consistently gaining massive amounts, but she's probably maxed out her focus point learning rate. You know, that's probably what it is. Yeah, probably what it is. Anyway, we can hopefully eliminate this guy. Nice, go for the head. Yes. Yeah, I need to give her a much better polearm. I need to give her a spear of some kind. I also need to get a much better polearm. Oh, she actually came in there and actually did some massive damage. Very, very nice. I love seeing that. And now if we can just get a little bit more damage on the rest of these fellows, then we'll be pretty happy. Yeah, if I had a better polearm, we would be we'd be out of here already. That's basically what would be happening right now. If she could do some damage, I wouldn't be adverse to that. Thank you. Oh, nice. Double whammy kill right there. All right. So we're done. Nice. Very nicely done. And hopefully, yeah, she gained massive amounts of stats. Love that. And we'll see what she has after this. I will maybe try to improve, or shall we say, recruit some of these looters. I'm not entirely sure if that is really worth it, but I guess maybe it is. I'm not sure. We'll try it out. We'll see what happens. So Barney upgraded his equipment. I actually have no idea what he's gaining, so let's just have a look. Yeah, so as you can see, he is using the Masterwork Falchion here. Still no spear. Still no spear. So, unfortunate, but that's okay. Don't really have to worry about that too much. As I said, we can probably just purchase a really nice one. Okay, so hello. Let's have a look here. Yes, a 20% bonus movement speed from being mounted and charging at enemies. That's going to be very, very useful. 30% chance of your lance staying couched after a kill. I kind of want to do that, but do I want to? No, I don't think that's necessary. Let's go with guards. And then phalanx or the other thing, I think we'll go with phalanx. Yeah, kind of. Maybe. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Ideally, what we want her to get is, well, hardy frontline actually makes no sense. So, well, actually, neither of these make any sense because she's not the party leader. But if she, you know what? I could actually create a party leader out of her, to be honest. Yes, we could actually do that if we wanted to. That would be fun. Because I actually do have a mod that, I know, I do have a mod that improves how the party AI works. So, yeah, I don't know how effective it's going to be, but sounds cool, right? Sounds cool. Anyway, yeah, we're just going to sell all of this, sell that. There we go. 1,200. Wow, that's actually pretty nice. I like that. Okay, so we will go into the smithy here, and we will be doing a lot of smelting. Yes. We'll be doing a lot of smelt. Should I just smelt everything? Yeah, smelt everything, I guess. Can I get to 75? No. Okay, couldn't get to 75. But we are getting a significant amount of materials, which is exactly what we want. So let's forge a whole bunch. Oh wow, that was it. Okay, wow, that was very fast, wasn't it? Yes, but we are getting a significant amount of materials and indeed unlocks, as you can see right here. So this is very much helping us. Unfortunately, I'm not really capable of doing that much more, as you can see. And so we're just going to have to move on from there. I could potentially sell this stuff, or we could smelt it. I think I actually already smelted. Yes, I already smelted it. Never mind. Okay, so the question is, do I want to sell these prisoners? We could also get this companion. Now, I do... Oh, yeah, by the way, I do have a mod that makes it so that when you are in a Batanian town, you only get Batanian wanderers, right? So Batanian companions. And if you're in a Vlandian town, then you only get Vlandian companions, right? So I made it so that it's just a little bit more, I wouldn't say realistic, but I would say that it's just a little bit more consistent, right? So in other words, when you want a particular, you know, particular culture, for example, then you just need to go to that particular faction and get one. And I personally like that a great deal. I think that's very, very useful. Okay, so apart from that, do we want to fight some more? We probably do. Yes, okay. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. 1252. 1252. Or we could do weapons. Shall we do weapons? Let's do weapons. I want to level up my weapons. Oh no. They gave me a two-handed mallet. Oh, this is actually okay. This is actually okay. Oh, this is actually okay. Never mind, never mind. I thought I was gonna suck. I might still suck. Nope, never mind. Okay, no. The weapon is so much easier. Oh wow. It's actually hilarious how much easier this is to use in comparison to the the fisticuffs. Nice. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Nice. And that's it. Game over, sir. Game over. And we're going to be getting a huge... Oh, look at that. 1252. That is so nice. All right, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to get her. We are going to recruit her. Only 632. Of course, that's kind of what I was expecting. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a caravan. However, I don't currently have the money for that. I'm kind of hoping maybe I can do some additional trading. I might be able to do some additional trading real fast and get some massive cash. Let's just see if there is anything here that will give me a significant... Ooh, hello. Wine sells for 200. Yes, I think we will do that. So, wine sells for 200. So, let's have a look. How much should I buy? Probably not that much. Probably like 5, I guess. I don't know. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? You know, it always sucks to only take like 5 things, but I kind of feel like if I'm going to be doing that, I probably should. Wow, look at that. She just gained 62 in athletics. How is she gaining 62 in athletics? I have no idea, but apparently I have some setting in a mod somewhere that is dramatically increasing their training somehow. I don't know why. I don't know why that's happening, but does it matter? I don't know. They're just companions. They're not really going to do much, you know, as in they don't really contribute a huge amount. Let's do durable there. And there we have it. Yeah, because me personally, I'm not leveling up that fast. That's for sure. I'm certainly not leveling up that fast. Anyway, let's make our way over here. And hopefully we'll be able to sell for a decent amount, please. Okay, yeah. As you can see, 224. It is going to depreciate really quickly, but we are also going to be getting a nice amount of trade skill. Not as much as I wanted, actually. Not as much as I could have desired here. We could get some iron ore, maybe, or we could get some salt. Is there still salt here? No, there isn't. Someone purchased it, of course. Okay, yeah, so I guess I could get some iron ore and sell it at Iakis for 160. I mean, Iakis is literally so incredibly far away. No, that's not going to happen. All right, yeah, so I'm getting 5 skill points. We did get to 50, so that's actually okay. Let's see what we could go for. I kind of want to go for market dealer here because minus 50% cost of bartering for safe passage could be very useful here. But I think considering carry capacity is kind of important for us right now, I'm going to be going for that. Now, let me see. Let's go to Pencannock. Yeah, I think Pencannock is probably going to have some relatively decent things for us. There we go. Look at this. Yes. Okay, so she is now pregnant. Our wife is now pregnant. So that is wonderful for us. That is really going to make a huge difference. And hopefully we'll see our child soon enough. Okay, let's have a look. Clay would be wonderful, but Dunglanis for grapes. That's actually kind of useful. Yeah, Dunglanis for grapes, I think. That probably sounds good. I'm just going to get all of them. Yeah, I think that sounds nice. Okay, let's just go over there real fast. Okay, be careful of the sea raiders. Don't want to get caught by them. Thank you very much. That would be kind of harsh, wouldn't it? I feel like that would be kind of harsh. Okay, so yes, we can sell the grapes for 54. There we go. two skill points. I guess it's actually not too bad. I mean, you can see my money going up. So as long as my money's going up, I don't really mind too much. And let's see what else we can do here. So salt we can buy here for 53, but that's not really going to do much. Can buy wine here once again, but still not really going to do much. You know what? Okay, wait a second. Let's see what we can do. I might be able to sell the steel. Yeah, let's just sell the iron a little bit. Just a couple of pieces. Just to... Did I sell my loot from the fights, by the way? Yeah, I did actually sell the loot. Of course I did. All right. Yes, that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? It's always unfortunate when you go like, oh yes, I went into a battle and I did this and this and this, and then you think to yourself, oh yeah, I got a lot of loot from that one, and then as soon as you look, you're like, oh no, I already sold it. Yes, very sad. Oh, there is actually a tournament going on here. I would like to do that tournament. I think that would be quite fun. So I think that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to save real quick because I just had a bit of a lag. I'm not entirely sure why that happens, but I guess that's okay. We'll just see if we can buy something quite nice here. We could buy grapes for 11. That's actually kind of insane if we could buy them from 11 here. Hardwood is only 8. We could sell them at Pencannock for a decent amount. Yeah, wine is selling for 56 here. Going to buy the wine. Planks are selling at Maranath for an insane amount. Yes, I will take that. And what about this? Dunglanis wants to get felt too. Okay, yes. Maranath, what is going on at Maranath with furs? Are you joking? What is going on here? Dunglanis for leather. What is... Wow, this is insanity. Okay, yeah. Let's just do that. There we go. Let's just do that. I'm going to go to Maranath very fast. Let's try to get there really, really quickly so that the price doesn't change. Go. Let's go. Okay, yeah, I think I've just been demoted. I don't think I'm... Yeah, there we go. Our bank account is now making money, as it were. I wish real life banks worked like that. That would be funny. Here, you just opened an account. Oh, here you go, sir. £500. There you go. Yes. $1,000. Yes, there you are. No, they don't do that. Okay, so let's actually just sell everything that we can. Yeah, just gonna sell absolutely. Ooh, this is gonna be crazy. Wow. Okay, I am blown away by this. Okay, yeah, so we'll sell the fur there. Look at that, another 6,000. We can sell this. I'm literally just going to sell everything, I think, because I definitely have enough to be able to get a caravan now. Look at that. There we go, another 20 trade skill points. And indeed, I am actually wondering what we want to go for here. Double the relationship gain by resolving issues with merchants or artisans. Selling animals while buying from villages. I don't really care, to be honest. That doesn't... neither of those things really matters to me, I don't think. So, yes. Anyway, we are just going to be creating a caravan now. Yes. There we go. There she goes. There she goes. Okay, so we've only got 2,000 remaining, but that is really not going to make that much difference because we're going to be getting experience when she does things, right? She just gains 79 skill points in scouting. That is hilarious. Okay, so we're going to be gaining... Oh, yeah, this is actually crazy. Alright, so we're going to be gaining influence here. Now, obviously, because we are a mercenary, this is going to be extreme. Knowing your reputation as a trader, 2 merchants in Maranath are asking you to arbitrate a dispute between them. The 2 had drawn up a contract wherein each partner had a half share in an incoming shipment of wine. When it arrived, however, the sea captain demanded twice the price. The wealthier of the 2 partners was at the docks. He took the initiative and purchased the goods, deciding to take a loss for the sake of his reputation as a reliable supplier to the local taverns, but the second is poorer and wants out of the deal. Alright, so we're going to basically say the letter of the contract would favor the wealthier partner. Merchants should be careful what they sign. Or we should never mind the letter of the contract. The reasonable, decent move for the richer merchant would have been to consult with his partner. Yeah, that actually would have been true. So yeah, I think we're probably going to go with that one. And we're going to be getting 50 influence points. And you know what that means when we are a mercenary. That's going to make me some massive cash. Oh yes, that's going to make me some massive cash. But obviously the trading that we just did, that was the reason why we actually made anything happen whatsoever here. Okay, so we are going to be going for this. We'll go for hideout detection range. That actually sounds pretty good. Actually, within cities of your own kingdom, yeah, we'll do rumor network right there. Keen sight. Keen sight is always really fun in my opinion. So we'll do keen sight. And there we have it. She's obviously just going to be our caravan person, so not really anything else is going to happen there. And we could just wait for a little bit of time, see how much cash we're actually going to get for the influx of influence that we just gained. We're going to be getting a significant amount, I assume. Probably, what, 3,000, maybe? No? Huh. For some reason, we should be getting 1,700, but I only gained 600. Okay, maybe there is a bit of an issue there. There might be a little bit of a problem. Because my influence went down, but my money didn't go up. So that might be a little bit concerning, don't you think? Yes, that might be a little bit concerning. Ah, yes, what actually happened here? Someone leveled up? Ah, she's gained bow skill. What is it? Wow, she's gaining so many things. All right, let's just see here. Aiming. Does she have a bow? Because she doesn't even look like she has a bow. Okay, that's interesting. We'll go with Skirmish Master, I suppose, for her. Okay, so let's see whether it actually calculates it appropriately this time, because we should be gaining 1,700. I don't think it's going to work, all things considered. I think I probably have to reload the game. Oh, no, there we go. No, it actually did. It actually did work this time around, but beforehand it didn't. Okay, so I probably maybe missed the time. Maybe there was like a time limit or something like that for each day. I don't know. Maybe something along those lines. But yeah, we're getting a significant amount from a mercenary contract there. And, ooh, yes, you know what I'd love to do? I think we should, shall we try recruiting some random people and just going into a bunch of fights? I kind of want to do that for loot, but I kind of also don't, because I feel like it is actually derailing what we need to do. Because what I really need to do is get trade skill. I really need to get trade skill. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go off screen for a little bit in between episodes. I will try to get as much trade skill as I can. By the way, you can, of course, let me know if you would prefer to see the trading gameplay, because I know that, you know, quite a few people find it a little bit boring and, well, you know, all that stuff. But I kind of wanted to just show a little bit of it, at least, just so that anyone that's not really familiar with the trading system can get a little bit of an idea as to how amazing it can actually be. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.